Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an investor? Are you interested in moving to Ireland? Well, if you are, then this opportunity is for you because the Irish government is looking to sponsor entrepreneurs who are going to start up businesses in Ireland. They're looking to offer as much as 50,000 euros to entrepreneurs who are going to come into Ireland to start up businesses in certain sectors that will pay the country and the region in general. So if you're interested in how to get sponsored by the government of Ireland for you and your family to relocate to this country, well, you are in the right place. What do? Why don't you give me 1 second? I'm gonna dash up to the market and you guys already know what comes next. Let's get it.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but it's fair still. On taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello, Chronicles. Hello, YouTube. How you all doing today? Is still your value-based king Fuse out with another value-packed video. Now, like I said in the introduction, the Irish government is sponsoring entrepreneurs and to a lesser extent investors who are going to come into Ireland to start up businesses in certain key sectors of their economy. Now, these three sectors are the technological sector, the production or manufacturing sector, and the services sector. So if you are willing to come into Ireland to start up businesses in this area, they're going to pay you as much as 50,000 euros and take 10% of your company for you to start your business in Ireland. Now, this scheme has been up and running since the year 2012, whereby the Irish government opens this opportunity to non-EU nationals and they come into the country. And in certain cases, you don't even need to register your business. They could invest in your company while it is still in the idea stage. So you might have an idea for a product, or you might have a technology that you want to design and deploy in this country, or you might even have a service that you want to offer to people in Ireland and in the European Union in general, and they would give you as much as 50,000 euros to start this business. In general, the Irish government has 750,000 euros to offer people who are non-EU nationals to come in to set up their business in the country. This is major. This is major, and there are certain criteria that you would have to meet to qualify under this scheme. Like I said earlier, it has to be under these three sectors: the manufacturing or production sector, the technological sector, or the services sector. If you're into the retail sector, you're into e-commerce, or you're into personal services, you do not qualify under this scheme. Is known as the Startup and Entrepreneurship Program STEP, and this program is going to see the Irish government through one of their agencies, parastatals or ministry, sponsor you and your family to relocate to Ireland to start up your business. This program is targeted at a population or a segment of entrepreneurs known as high potential startup entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs that have ideas or are willing to start up companies that are of immense value, not just to Ireland, but to multiple countries in general. So a company that after 3 to 4 years, they're going to have had at least revenue base of 1 million euros. A company that in the next 3 to 4 years should have openings to hire 10 people from Ireland. This sort of companies that can introduce innovations to the country, innovations in the technological sector, innovations in the manufacturing sector, innovations in the services sector. These are known as high potential startups. So this program is targeted at this type of companies. And no, you don't even need to have started running this company in your home country, because when you fill the form by going to the company registration office of Ireland, You are going to do a name search to know that the name of the business has not been taken. You're going to register interest. You're going to register what your company will be doing, whether it's based in the technological sector, it's based in the manufacturing sector, or the services sector. You're going to fill a whole lot of forms. You can find these forms on our website, fusechronicles.com. You're going to fill it. Enterprise Island is going to vet these forms. And yes, don't worry about this, guys. You're going to get all the support and assistance you need. Enterprise Island is going to help you to vet your business proposal. They're going to help you to even set up your management team. They're going to help you get all the resources you need, because these people, they're invested in your success. That's why they're going to pay you 50,000 euros to get 10% in equity stake in your business. So this opportunity is not for everybody. You guys know us on Fuse Chronicles. We do not come up with bogus ideas, and we don't come up with all these scams and Ponzi schemes that most of these other cats do out there. If the opportunity is for everybody, we're going to tell you that it's for everybody, but this opportunity here is only for business people. So don't just come up and say, oh, I want to go to Ireland, I'm just going to just send a form, fill an application, and make them think I'm going to start up a business. They will know, because there's certain questions that they will ask you, and it's only a business person or an entrepreneur that can answer this question. So you have to make sure that you are a business person, maybe in your home country, and you're just looking to start up a new business in Ireland before you can take up this opportunity. There's something I forgot. As part of the criteria for people to be eligible to take up this opportunity, the business you are going to start in Ireland. The business, if you started the business already and you just want to move into Ireland, that's good. But it shouldn't be older than 5 years. So the idea should not be older than 5 years. If you have maybe an intellectual property, maybe you have a patent, whatever you have to prove that you have an idea or you have a technology, it shouldn't be older than 5 years. Remember, I said that under the STEP program, which is the Startup Entrepreneur Program offered by the Irish government, they're going to give you all the support. You're going to, if you're successful when your documents gets vetted, you're going to get as much as 50,000 euros to start your business. Remember I said this, if you are coming in as an investor. Now, for people coming in under the Startup Entrepreneur Program, at the end of the day, if they're successful, they're going to get a startup visa that covers them and their families. I'm going to tell you the duration of time you're going to get under the startup visa. But if you're coming in as an investor, now the requirements and rules are a little bit more stringent for you guys. If you're coming in as an investor, you need to have at least a capitalization or funds to the tune of 1 million euros. This is the only way that we know that you are a serious investor. And you don't need to show where you're going to invest the money. You just need to have the money in your business account that shows that you have proof of funds or evidence of funds to the tune of 1 million euros. Now, I realize that not everybody out there has this kind of money. In fact, if you had 1 million euros, I'm sure you would probably not be thinking of going to Ireland. You'd be thinking of going to maybe Switzerland or one of these other countries. But this is just the rule. We don't set the rules. This is the rules that have been set and put in place by Immigration Ireland. So if you're an investor and you're looking to take advantage of the investor visa to Ireland, you need to have at least 1 million euros in your account. I think this is one of the major criteria for investors. Now, if you are looking to start up a business in Ireland and you want to get a startup visa at the end of the day, you need to realize that as part of the benefits is when you get the startup visa, meaning you are willing to set up a business in Ireland in the manufacturing and production sector, technological sector, and services sector, you're going to get an initial duration of stay in Ireland of 2 years, and this is for you and your family members. Family members meaning your immediate family, your wife or your partner, your civil partner, and your child or children who shouldn't be at least up to 18 years. Now, if they're up to 18 to 24 years, there's a special criteria for those kind of people, but on ordinary situation, they shouldn't be more or up to 18 years. Now, you're going to get an initial stay period of 2 years. When you look to renew your startup visa, you're going to get an additional 3 years. And if you try renewing it a third time, you're going to get 5 years. So that's a total of 10 years First 2, 3, and then 5 years. The question is, why Ireland? Fuse, I want to start up a business overseas, but why not the Cayman Islands? Why not Mauritius? And now the Cayman Islands and Mauritius, if you guys want to make a video of these two destinations, leave it down in the comment section. But the Cayman Islands and Mauritius, these are both tax havens. They're like Switzerland, they're tax havens. When you start up or set up businesses in these areas, you don't pay any tax, and you can set up a business in your country and just move a division to these areas for tax purposes. But Ireland offers one of the lowest rates in corporate taxation of the whole world, and I mean the whole world. For example, income tax for businesses in Ireland is only 12.5%. And if you are starting a business in the financial services sector or the technology sector, you could pay corporate tax as low as 10%. So it's very, very low. And this is one of the incentives the Irish government is offering people who are looking to come to Ireland to start up their business. That's why you see Fortune 500 companies like Google, like Facebook, like Microsoft, like Apple, like Dell, IBM, and all these companies setting up subsidiaries and branches of their companies in Ireland. It's strictly for taxation purposes. The discounts and incentives they get in their taxes, tax shelters and all this kind of stuff. It's just amazing. So if you are really serious, if you're an entrepreneur and you're really serious of starting up a business abroad, Ireland is by far one of the best places that you might want to look at. If you want to set up a startup business in Ireland, there are ministries, agencies, and parastatals that you might want to know about. For example, the Business Regulation Office is the one that's going to tell you about all the policies, all the rules, laws, and regulations of setting up a startup in Ireland and making sure that you err on the side of the law and you're not contravening any law that might see your visa revoked or your permits cancelled. So if you want to start up a business in Ireland, you might want to check the Business Regulation Office. We're going to leave a link in our website for you to get across to the website and know what the rules are or policies are for businesses like the one you're looking to start in Ireland. And then there's the Irish Development Authority or the Irish Development Agency, whose role is to secure foreign investment for the Irish government to develop the country. Now, these ones are going to work side by side with you because obviously you are a non-EU national coming to set up a business in a country, and they are geared and invested in your success. If you want more funding outside of the 50,000 euros you're going to get as a windfall for setting up a business in Ireland, this is the agency or the ministry that you are going to work close with. And of course, let's not forget Enterprise Island. I mentioned Enterprise Island earlier. Enterprise Island is a government parastatal, the branch of the government that is going to work with you side by side. And they start working with you even before you get into Ireland. They help you with support, they help you with counsel, they help you in putting together a management team, they help you in funding, they help you in a lot of ways that is going to see you succeed in your business startup endeavor in Ireland. Now guys, please, a disclaimer. Let me put this out there. Now, because you're going to start up a business in Ireland in a technological sector, manufacturing or production sector, or in the services sector, does not mean as soon as you fill up the application, put your proof of evidence of funds or evidence of an idea or patent or whatever, it does not mean that automatically by the snap of your finger you're going to get funding. There's so many other people from other countries that are also looking to take advantage of this opportunity. So only the best of the best would be selected. So it's almost like a competition. So many businesses put into the pot and they're going to choose the best. That's why they call it high potential startup. That's why they're called high potential startup companies. So the ones that are successful are definitely going to get the 50,000 euros that's going to go into making sure that they succeed in Ireland. When you do get into Ireland and you've established your startup, you've registered it with the CRO or the company registration office, you've gotten your permits and every other documentation that permits you to operate out of Ireland, you are going to work closely with the local enterprise office. Now, what is the local enterprise office? The local enterprise office is the office that sees that you get all the grants and incentive, just in case you need extra funding, just in case you want to expand, just in case you've moved from the idea phase to the startup phase to the growth phase and all the other phases that businesses go through from when they start up to when they reach that equilibrium stage in their growth process. They offer you grants, they offer you incentives, and they offer you every other thing you need geared for your success. So these are the ministries, agencies, and parastatals in Ireland that you are going to need if you are an entrepreneur moving to Ireland to start up your business. How do you apply? How do you apply? If you want to apply for the investor visa or you want to apply for the startup visa, how do you apply? First of all, let's start with the investor visa. With the investor visa, the deadline is the 15th of February every year. So if you're thinking of applying for an investor visa to Ireland for this year, you're already late. The deadline has passed. You should start to put together your application to meet the deadline of 15th February next year, 2024. Okay? Now, for startup visas, if you're looking for startup visa, obviously the visa is the final stage. That's not where you start from. You start from filling all the forms that tells them about your idea, tells them about the patents you have, tells them about your company name, that you've registered it with the company registration office, what is going to be doing, that you qualify or you're eligible based on the industry or the sector you're going to be operating in, and all this type of stuff. When you've gotten the approvals from Enterprise Ireland and all the other agencies and parastatals that's in charge of dealing with non-EU nationals, then you're going to get the official documentation that shows you've gotten the permit to set up your business in Ireland. Then you can move to the startup visa phase. I'm going to leave all the applications on the Fuse Chronicles website so you guys can go there and get the links to fill out all the applications if you are interested in setting up a business in Ireland. But in summary, the documentation, the support documents you're going to need. You're going to need a copy of a valid and active passport, one that is not due to expire at least for the next 6 months, and one that have at least 2 blank pages where your visa can be stamped. You also need an evidence of family ties. So if you're going with your wife or a partner, a legal partner, or you're going with children, you need evidence that these people are related to you by blood, by marriage, or by whatever. You need proof of funds that shows that you're going to be able to look after yourself in Ireland as well. And if you are an investor, you need a proof or an evidence that shows that you are an active investor. Maybe in your home country you have investments you've been investing. If you are an entrepreneur, you need a document that shows the detail and information of the startup that you're going to look to establish in Ireland. And let's not forget the police extract and character report, okay? You need a court affidavit and a police report that shows that you are of good repute and your character is impeccable. So these are all documents that you're going to need as support documents to accompany your either investor visa application or your startup visa application. Question someone is going to be asking, maybe Ajiro is watching this video, or maybe Bisola is watching this video, or David, or someone from the Philippines or Germany, they're watching this video. Maybe not Germany, because Germany is in the Eurozone and the rules are kind of relaxed for people in the Eurozone. So maybe someone in Canada, someone in Australia or the Philippines are watching this video and they're asking me, Fuse, what about funding? The government is going to give me funding when they approve my application and they've seen my idea, but what if I don't want government funding? That's a good question. That's a valid question. Now, there are many Irish venture funds companies, venture capitalists, crowdfunding, crowdsourcing platforms out there that would be happy to give you your starter fund, your seed funding for your startup business. So if you say maybe because the competition is too much, the government is sponsoring people and you need to submit your application with someone else from Australia or someone from Canada or someone from the Bahamas, and you say I don't want this, it's too much. There's so many combinator companies, there's so many seed funding companies, venture capitalists that would look to sponsor your business, your idea, or your startup. That is no problem. But bear this in mind, no matter the venture capitalist company or the crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, or any seed funding company out there you want to go with, you need to have it in mind that you're not the only person who is going to be looking for the funds. It's a competition. There's so many people looking for this fund, so your idea needs to be airtight, it needs to be solid, it needs to be international. Not just an idea that is going to look after the people in Dublin, but it's supposed to be an idea that someone in Czech Republic, someone in Denmark, someone in Croatia is going to benefit from. So it has to be international. That's why these startup companies are known as high potential startups, okay? So guys, I hope this video was valuable to people out there who are entrepreneurs or investors looking to move to Ireland to start up their businesses, okay? We have more information on our website. We have links to different ministries, different agencies, different parastatals, links to visa application forms and every other form you need. So I recommend that you guys go to the FuseChronicles.com website and check out our latest article so that you can get all the links to all the forms so you can start to apply away, okay? Guys, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about how you can move to Greece for free. You're not going to have to pay anything at all. You can get to Greece for free. And if this video has been valuable to you, why don't you share this video with your family members and your friends, particularly those who are interested in moving to Europe. And if you have inquiries, if somehow you have inquiries, maybe I was too fast in this video and you didn't get some of the things I said, why don't you leave me a comment in the comment section and I'm going to come around to responding to your inquiries. If the comment section here on YouTube is too much, it's too public, and you don't want to leave your inquiries down there, slide into our DM on one or two of our socials. We're active on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and our handles on all three platforms are the same, at Fuse Chronicles, and this link is somewhere up there, okay? So slide into our DMs with your inquiries, and I'm going to be happy to respond to as many of them as do come in. And if this video was helpful, and you don't want to miss valuable contents that we drop on this channel, because you guys know that this is a high-value channel on here on YouTube. We're always releasing content 2 times every week, on Mondays and on Thursdays. Why don't you subscribe, like, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with your friends so that when we drop more valuable contents like this, you don't miss them in the future, okay? And if you want to hear about a town in Switzerland that is sponsoring people to the tune of 70,000 Swiss francs for you and your family to relocate to Switzerland, why don't you click on that video that's going to pop up to my right and get that information so that you can be guided on the best way forward. And until the next one, I remain your value-based king, Fuse. I'll catch you guys on the next cut. Bye-bye for now.